I started floating probably about a year ago or so, and I try to do it at least once a week. Sometimes I get twice a week. The main thing it does for me is with my travel schedule, I'm an entrepreneur, I run several companies, is that I get the opportunity to basically de-stress. It lets me just sit with my thoughts quietly for an hour without kids, without travel, without people at work, without anybody, bothering me, and I get to organize my thoughts. I mean, it really is, for me, it's a maintenance sort of thing. I need to do this. I do yoga as well, and this really helps me, stay on my game all the time. I just meditate.
Okay.
And my thoughts kind of organize themselves. And by the time I come out of it, I do find, and I mean, it's supposed to improve your creativity. I do find that I think a lot better.
Huh.
And so if I have a big negotiation or something coming up, often I'll try and get a float in just before that. Yeah, it helps me unclutter my mind.
Okay.
So something that was probably there as a solution, whether it was an obvious solution or an unobvious solution,
I see.
suddenly becomes a lot more clear once you kind of get rid of all the chaff in there. Sometimes it happens during the float. More often it happens after the float. I'm just kind of sitting there organizing my thoughts, driving back, and I'm like, okay, that seems to make a lot of sense. Everything seems to be a lot more clear now. I don't know the answer to that. I know a few people that I've recommended this to, and they've sounded interested in it, but I don't know any executives that float on a regular basis. I think a lot of them could use it. I mean, just because we live, it's a very stressful, lifestyle. There is always somebody that wants something from you, and so for an hour in the tank, nobody wants anything from
I
you.
see. Cool.
Sure. I had a friend of mine actually who's a yoga instructor who recommended it for me. It was one of those things that just took a little while to get around to doing it. And the first time I did it, I fell in love with it. I thought I got to do this every week. It was that
Okay.
good.
Cool.
And then ever since then, like I said, it's been about a year. I have not lost the. I get more out of it now than I did in the beginning. That's a good question. I actually have done it when I came back from trip. The main thing it did is that usually when I'm on a trip, because of air rage and everything, and I don't get into air rage, but it's just stressful traveling. It helps me de-stress as soon as I get back,
Oh, okay.
and because of that, it helps me sleep too.